Hello, my name is Tirvasha Oshamba. My group members and I are going to talk on the development and deployment workflow of our project. I'll briefly discuss about the development of our project and then leave Santip and Harry to take over from where I would have left off. So we picked XAMPP and MEMP for the development of our website as our server providers. Installation of XAMPP is easy as we have the details provided when you download it. After the installation, you then get into this XAMPP folder. From this XAMPP folder, we have this htdocs folder where I had to put our JCUB home finder folder for the development of our WordPress website. Now on the launching part of the designing, as I already have XAMPP installed, I just need to locate it and then open it. There it is. So I'm going to start my Apache module, my SQL module. These are the only two modules I require for the designing of a website. I'll then go to my web browser, type in localhost, ACUB home finder, which is the folder for my website, and I want to log in as an admin so that I can design. So I'll then put the WP admin. So I'm in the process. I've managed to skip the process of putting the password and setting up, as that is also explained in different YouTube videos. So we picked XAMPP and MEMP for server providing for our website production, as it does not arise any security concerns for us since we'll be designing the websites locally. So we were not worried about having to pay for hosting up until we had to put this website in a live server. XAMPP also supports plugin integration, which was one of our advantage, as we had to use a lot of different plugins in the development of this website. So now I'll let Sandeep take over and explain further on the development of the website, and then Harry will then talk about the deployment workflow. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry, for explaining everything about the client ideas and everything. So, to make the thing working, we has three stages: local, staging, and live. So for the local, we have used MAMP. I have used MAMP to make a PSP My Admin, and this is the local host database. That's JCP Home Finder. With this, I was able to create a WordPress and install WordPress in a local host, and finally the site looks like this because we made a lot of changes. We made the logos and all, and set the menus. The main idea was to hide these two buttons from the logged out users, not shown in for everyone, because it contains sensitive informations. And for that, we have a post where the client or the accommodation provider will provide the information about the accommodations, and there are different bunch of pages, And we have used a child theme for this one. This is a child theme whereas a real home is a real, the one that was originally used. This is the original theme, and whereas this is a child theme. And for the exporting our WordPress file, we have used all-in-one WP migration. It was fruitful while exporting and importing the file. Similarly, for generating the child theme, we have used a generate child theme. That was helpful because we extracted some information and made the child theme. After that, the thing was about the staging server. And for staging server, we use a DreamHost as a hosting site, and we use this one as a domain because DreamHost provided us the live site as well as the staging site, and this is a staging site. Whereas you can see the staging site look like this, exactly like the local host. Maybe there might be some box, but almost we have finished every box and errors and uploaded it into a live one. But the only thing drawbacks for the staging is you can't just easily access the site because it prevents search engine from confusing whether it is live or staging. That's why we have to have this username and the passcode to get into the staging site. After that, you will see like this. I'm logged in now so that you can see the information. If I'm not, then you won't be seeing this one. Like for example, I will go log in and log out, and boom, there is nothing much. So after that, just with one click of this button, I was able to get my staging into live, which would look like this. And this is all the thing that happening in the live one. There is some FAQs, there is some contact us, there is some thing like contact. We don't have the actual number and email address, that's why we are just using a domain data. And for the my account, if you want to register some new account, then you go here. I'm already registered. If I'm already registered, then you won't be able to register again and again. I'm already registered, that's why I have to go here, register. You fill in the forms like the username, first name, last name, email address, and the passwords. And for the password, I have enabled minimum 8 character with unique characters, alphabets, number, and all. So once you register, you will be able to see the page with the student and accommodation provider. So that's all for my site. That's a development. So we use MAMP for the local host, and for the staging server and live server, we have used DreamHost wave hosting server for our website. That's all from my side, and everything after that was by Harry has done all the GitHub works and all sort of things. That's it.
Thank you again for your presentation from Thierry and Sandy. Hand it over to me. My name is Harry, and I'm gonna explain to you what we have done and updated in the GitHub repository. First of all, when you access the GitHub repo, you will see the README files that include every link to the files that inside the GitHub repo, a a2.html files, a live site link, and there should be a video presentation link after finishing this section. The first file I can explain is deployment. First section here is a guide for our client when we handed the website over. It includes the database files and the website files. Web hosting section is explaining what web hosting we have chosen, and there's some feature of our web host as well. For the version control, explain what GitHub version control help us in what ways, like practice of tracking and management, or comparing the old one to the new one. Project management sections here include some GitHub repo. It's like this GitHub repo, Trello board, and Slack channel. That's all the communication ways that we have used to develop the project. The site.md here, I also call it a guide files, that because all the content in the files, like, it's just like a guide for our client how to add in pages, adding a category, and adding a new post, and same thing with editing with exist pages and posts. That includes plugins that we have used for the website as well. There's 5 of them here. In the theme.md files, we put in our original theme that we take to build from. It's called Real Home Theme. How to install it, it's licensed, and we build up from that original theme, and we call it JCUB Home Finder. And there are some updates that we have made for our child theme, as you can see here. And the rest of the files in the repo is the theme folder, our theme folder, the a2.html files, and a database files here. And that is all I can explain today for you. Thank you again for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Goodbye.